You can't really see my face, but this is a really cool backdrop right here. It's sunset in Shenzhen, about like around 5:16. And welcome back to Solo Quest. Today we're going to talk about the core documents and how to obtain it and what happened if you lose it in China and outside of China. As usual, this mainly focuses on the teacher's class, but this should apply to any other class as well because these are the core documents before getting into China in the first place. Now, first, let's talk about the criminal record. I think you just have to go to your government's office and spend around 50 to 100 buckaroonies. You can get your criminal record in around like 2 days, some sort like that. And this shows that whether if you're a wanted criminal, you have a 5-star on your head, or either you're a good boy. And if you do lose this paper before 1 year, you do have to obtain it at your original place. But if you do lose it in China and you already lived here for 1 year, you don't really need it anymore. All you need is your temporary residence paper, which you can get at your local district. But if you do lose this paper in China, things can be a bit more complicated. You have to ask someone from back in your states or wherever you're from to get that original paper back. And not only that, you do have to get it authenticated again, which is a big pain in the butt. If you don't have any friends, good luck. You just have to come back to your original country. I made the same mistake back then as well, is that if you do quit before your first year contract ends, you have to redo the whole process again and get another authenticated criminal record and do it all over again, which could be a pain in the butt. And you do have to spend extra money if you are in China. But if you're outside China, of course, you just have to spend the original amount. Now, the second one will be your passport. So what happens if I do lose my passport in America? I think the process is that you do have to go to a certain website, order your passport. I think it's about 200 buckaroonies, but not sure what it is in any other countries. And you'll get it around like 2 more months, some sort like that. You can get it expedited, but I'm not sure how the process works, but it is possible. But the problem is whenever you do lose your passport in China. And if you do lose your passport in China, you do have to go to the American embassy or whatever country embassy that you're going to go to. But I think the price should be almost the same, but a little bit more since I guess you're inside China. And as for the last one is your bachelor's degree. This was a pain in the butt because I thought I lost my bachelor's degree while cleaning the house. I was like, oh shoes, I must have thrown it away with the other trash. And I was panicking and I did a lot of research when it comes to this. So first of all, if you do lose your bachelor's degree in the States, all you got to do is go back to your college and go to the administration office and sign a paper and have another one sent back to you, which takes about a month, and it can be expedited to like 2 weeks. It's still paying the butt and you still have to pay a lot of money for it, which is bonkers. But if you are inside China, this is where things get a lot more complicated. And not only that, you have to obtain the bachelor's at the first place, you have to remember your student ID too. I remember calling my university asking what's the process if you do lose your bachelor's degree, and they said you have to first remember your student ID. Someone have to come to the office to get it, and also you have to order, wait, and pay, and send it back to China. And not only that, you do have to send it back to the authentication office along with your criminal record if you do quit on your very first year. And it's a whole shenanigan, a big pain in the butt. But the point being, try not to lose anything once you are inside China. Now, another topic I want to talk about, how do I get things authenticated if you are in China? Based off my research, I looked up like websites that can help you get things authenticated. It looks hella sketchy. I was a bit iffy about that. So I found a contact and he helped me out with authentication stuff, tried to get things finished as soon as possible. But yeah, that's what it is. It's a good, quick, short video. So that way you guys can know something about your core documents and also take a look at the sunset as well. But yeah, I'm just going to ramble a bit more about the core documents. Like, for example, if you do lose your bachelor's degree and you want to find a new job on your second year, just take a photo of your bachelor's degree. Well, hopefully you took a photo of your bachelor's degree and send it to the agent that you want to work to. A lot of the time, the company don't really care too much about it. As long as you have a photo of it, they would probably trust you. I mean, in their mind, if you already work here out in China for like a year, that means you're already legit. You already finished all your process. So it'll be a redundancy to double check everything, authenticate everything again. But it is important that you keep all your authenticated documents, the authenticated paper, along with the original paper in a certain place. I learned that the hard way. I had to like scrape the whole apartment trying to find my documents. As for criminal record, I think whenever you do find a job on your second year, all you got to do is just go to your local district police office and get your residential paper. Basically, this shows that like you lived here in China for a year and you're gonna live in this certain apartment, and that means you already lived here for a year, you're legit, you're not gonna kill anybody, some sort like that. But yeah, those are the core documents. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. If you do lose your passport, bachelor's degree, or either your criminal record and need someone to authenticate it, you can hit me up below on the bottom. I'll try to add your WeChat and kind of hit you up with some people. And of course, you can use any other website, but use it at your own risk. I didn't take the risk. Yeah, that is getting stuff authenticated in China. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do find this video helpful, click on the subscribe button. I hope other new expat that come to China would probably see this video. It'll help them out in the future. Again, until next time, SoloQuest logging out. Peace. Sorry for that.